Rachel, are you there? You got a minute? Hey, Kylie. I'm here. What's up? I'll be coming to your high-rise apartment block later on, so make sure the door's open for me when I arrive, okay? That's right. Me and you are officially gonna be living together. Huh? Make sure the door's open for you. Living together? I'm not sure I follow. My belongings for the move should all be arriving tomorrow morning. I'm sure I can count on you to help carry my stuff in and unpack my things, right? Great. Excellent. Thanks, babe. Whoa. Slow down a second, Kylie. What do you mean, the move? I haven't heard anything from my husband or your parents about this. Yep, because this is the first time I'm telling anyone, you big doofus. My mom and dad are both on holiday in Thailand right now, and my brother's away on business in Arizona, so none of them will be back home for a while yet. You know that, right? Why, yes, dearie. It just so happens that I do, which is why you, who got left behind to watch the house while everyone's gone, are the only one left for me to tell. Does it make sense yet, blockhead? Some people are so slow to understand, like seriously. I do wish you would have said something sooner. Why do you think it's fair to spring this on me out of nowhere? Surely you can't actually expect me to make the necessary arrangements to take you in at the drop of a hat like this. I have my own life to live. You're putting me in such an awkward spot here. I'm sorry, Kylie, but I can't do this. And don't be so dramatic, Rachel. Besides, what choice did I have? Listen, the thing is, you know my boyfriend, the guy I was living with? Well, we broke up. Or rather, he dumped me. Can you believe that? Ugh, guys are such assholes. Anyway, that's why I have no choice but to move back in with mom and dad. And since they're on vacation while you stay behind to watch the house, I'm telling you. But Kylie, this isn't your mom and dad's house. It belongs to me. What? What the heck are you talking about? I've never heard anything so crazy in my life. No, dummy. My parents are very kindly letting you live with them because you're my brother's wife. What possessed you to believe the house is yours? That's hilarious. Stop acting like you're the center of the universe. That house belongs to my parents, which makes it my family home, which means I have the right to come and live in it whenever I feel like it. You got that, Missy? How about you start acting a little more feminine? Jeez, Rachel, have you ever heard of modesty and reserve? Anyone would think you were a dude with how aggressive you can be sometimes. It's a wonder my poor brother doesn't divorce you if this is the crap he has to put up with. Kylie, listen to me. Just because your parents happen to be living in this house doesn't necessarily mean it belongs to them. Damn it, I have had it with you. This discussion is pointless because you're such a dumb blockhead. Let me make it real simple so even a moron like you can understand. The bottom line here is I'm flat out broke and can't afford to rent a room. Do you intend on leaving your own sister-in-law out on the streets to starve in the freezing cold winter? Have a heart. Oh my God, is this what you were really like all along? Am I finally seeing your true colors? You're horrible. Horrible. Should I tell my brother about this? You know, I think I should. He has a right to know what a cold, heartless monster his wife is. Jesus, Kylie, are you for real? Fine, you can stay. But I'm not kidding when I say we genuinely don't have any rooms for you to stay in. What about the room right at the back? That's my room. I see. Okay, I'll take that one. Kylie, this isn't your family home and you don't get to make the rules here. I just want you to remember that. Who cares? Anything is fine as long as I get to live in a luxury high-rise apartment. I need you to leave as soon as you find somewhere else to stay, and I want you to promise you'll keep looking regularly. Yeah, whatever. Okay, see you this evening. I hope you're ready to welcome me. What's your problem, damn it? Where the hell do you get off on acting like such a sassy bitch queen while staying at my mom and dad's house? Anyone would think you owned the place. Excuse me? I told you to act more feminine, didn't I? What's the point in you being married to my brother if you don't even know how to be a wife? I thought this when I came home last time, too. I could tell there was an atmosphere, but didn't want to say anything because I'm so polite and respectful. But I won't stay quiet any longer. I have seen the way you walk around like you rule the roost with that horrible, arrogant attitude of yours. You make my poor mom and dad so intimidated they barely dare open their mouths. Then there's my coward brother, burying his head in the sand and never saying a word, pretending everything's all sunshine and rainbows while his parents suffer. I feel so bad for them. What are you talking about? Anyway, more importantly, hurry up and vacate my room. Pronto. My belongings have been piled up in the living room for days now. Is this seriously any way to treat a girl in her own house? I am sleeping on the goddamn living room sofa, for crying out loud. Wait, did you do this all on purpose? Are you bullying me? Did you already forget everything I explained to you on the evening you arrived? Forget what? This apartment belongs to me. It's my name on the deed. I pay all the bills. The furniture belongs to me. Literally all of it is mine. I have no intention of intimidating your parents, and believe me, I'm pretty sure I'm not. If they seem different, surely it's just because they're being polite because they're conscious of the fact they're living in someone else's house? What? Ugh. How many times do I have to say it? This is my parents' house, which means it's my dad's name on the deed. Where the hell do you get off on trying to steal my family's belongings? Stop saying weird crap, now! Ugh. Why is it that you seem completely incapable of understanding the most important part of what I'm trying to tell you? The only one who's incapable of understanding here is you. This is my house. You're nothing but lowly vermin. That's right, you're the lowest down on the pecking order here, and you do well to remember that. As long as you're under this roof, my used underwear has more status than you. Hurry up and get out of my room pronto before I flip a heckin' switch. Do I make myself clear, lady? Kylie, would you mind telling me why my private belongings are strewn all over the living room and hallway floor? Oh, that. I didn't know you'd be home this early. You left me no choice. What did you think was going to happen? You didn't hurry up and get out of my room, even though I gave you countless warnings. So I did what any reasonable person would do in my situation and used you being out all day as an opportunity to take all the stuff out of your room and replace it with my own. Sorry, honey, it's mine now. I just made a post on Insta telling everyone about how I just moved into a luxury high-rise apartment overlooking the river, so obviously I needed a room. Now everyone knows how important and high status I am. As for you, you're now officially living in the living room. I hope you like the sofa, because that's where you've been forcing me to sleep all this time. Time for a taste of your own medicine. Holy crap, Kylie, you've seriously gone and done it this time. You need to quit acting like this. You had no right. Frank and your parents are going to be back the day after tomorrow. What's the problem with me living in my own parents' house? You should know you're not getting off the hook with just a telling off this time. What are you talking about? This house belongs to my parents, you frickin' doofus. Why would they get mad at me for moving into my own room? Anyway, the real parasite here is you worthless lowlife stay-at-home housewife. If you don't like it, then you get out. Excuse me? Quit making me repeat myself, you pea-brained dimwit. This is my house. My parents live here, which means the house obviously belongs to them, and I'm their daughter, which means it's mine too. Therefore, this is my house. Do you understand yet? God, you're dumb. How the hell could the house belong to you when all you are is a stay-at-home housewife parasite who leeches off my brother's fat paycheck? You're basically on welfare. Kylie, I'm not a stay-at-home housewife. Wow, really? Whatever. That doesn't change the fact that this luxury high-rise apartment belongs to me. This is a direct order from the daughter of the apartment's real owner. Get the hell out of this apartment now, you worthless, low-life, good-for-nothing blockhead parasite. Good grief, this is pointless, isn't it? Fine, I'll get out right now. Woohoo! Yippee! Yay! But you better not touch any of my stuff. Yeah, whatever. Finally, I don't have to tolerate you in my space anymore. You should know I won't be taking any responsibility for what happens to you after this. Whatever, you homeless loser. Good morning. Well, if it isn't my favorite homeless loser. Want to know what day it is? It's party day, because we're going to celebrate my homecoming in style. I invited a bunch of my friends over already. It may only be morning, but that just means the drinks are going to be flowing all day long. Woohoo! My friends thought your stuff being in the hallway and living room was weird. So I told them it's there because we had to fire our maidservant for being useless. My mom, dad, and brother won't be back until late tonight, so me and my friends fully intend to party all day long while enjoying the view from my luxury high-rise apartment. Catch you later, loser! Rachel! What? Where are you right now? Let me stay at your house. If by my house you mean the high-rise apartment, I already let you stay there for ages, did I not? But I just got kicked out. My mom and dad just came back. I was expecting them to praise me for kicking you out for being so arrogant and failing to fulfill your wifely duties to my brother. But far from praising me, they flipped out and told me to pack my belongings and get out. I've never seen my dad so angry. It was terrifying. They were so livid that they wouldn't even give me time to get everything together, so I ended up getting kicked out onto the streets with nothing but the bare essentials. Oh, so that's what you're crying about. Yep, Frank just called, apologizing for your appalling behavior. He promised to return my room back to how it was before you let yourself in and kicked me out. What? I have, zero idea what's happening here. The bottom line is that I'm homeless. You'll let me stay there tonight, won't you, Rachel? Can I come back, please? That's not gonna happen. Please let me stay. I'm staying in a business hotel tonight. Huh? It's only a single room to begin with, and besides, even if I wanted to let you stay with me, it'd be against the hotel rules to let someone who wasn't a paying customer in. That's why it's not gonna happen. But I thought you were gonna go stay with your parents at their place. Originally, the high-rise apartment was my parents' place. Huh? What? I don't follow. I'm pretty sure I already told you what I'm about to tell you on at least one occasion in the past. But my parents currently live in Singapore as the managers for my company's overseas division. Your company? Singapore? They liked Singapore so much that they decided to stay there. Which is why my dad transferred my name onto the deed for the high-rise apartment you just got kicked out of. Wait, are you being serious? This isn't some kind of joke, is it? As for why your mom and dad have been living with me in my apartment, you know about the company accommodation they'd been living being demolished 3 years ago, forcing them to look for somewhere else, right? They did their best to find somewhere back when they got the eviction notice, but nothing seemed to pan out for them. The day of eviction drew closer, but they still didn't have anywhere. I felt bad for them and figured it wouldn't hurt to have them stay with me for a little while, kind of like temporary refugees while they looked for somewhere else. So I asked them if that was something they'd be interested in, to which they said yes. Now, it was only originally intended to be a temporary thing, but it actually turns out we all really enjoy living with each other, so we decided to carry on with the same arrangement. They've been living with me ever since. But I thought my dad was the one who bought that house. Do you understand you were wrong now? Rachel, what am I supposed to do? Why are you asking me that? I know it was your house, but I sold some stuff. Excuse me? I wanted to make up for some of the money I lost by paying for the moving company to move my stuff. What did you sell? Oh, just things like books, accessories, the printer for the computer, towels, drink holders, and the sofa. Holy crap, what the hell did you go and do? I knew I was right to take my laptop with me when I left. As someone who works from home, I'd be screwed without that thing. Jeez, talk about dodging a bullet. How much did you get for everything? Huh? The money. How much did you get for selling my things? About 900? Wow, you must have sold a lot of my stuff to get that much. You'll be paying me damages for the total sum it cost me to buy all of that stuff, and you'll be paying at the price I bought it. Damages? What? Yes, obviously, I shouldn't even need to say it. But you can't seriously believe you were going to sell a bunch of my personal belongings without my permission and get off the hook without facing consequences, could you? Or are you actually that delusional? But I used that 900 on the party with all my friends after I kicked you out, like on drinks and things and a DJ. Wow, incredible. Tell me something, Kylie. You don't have a job, do you? Listen, what I'm about to do isn't just to ensure you come up with every last cent of the money you owe me, but it's also to help you on your way to becoming a decent, respectable member of society who pays her way without leeching off others. I'm going to introduce you to a job that'll involve living on the premises in accommodation provided by the owner. Huh? If you have no money and nowhere to live, you have no choice but to accept. I'm gonna live with them? But where? I'll have your brother send the address of your new workplace soon, so be sure to make your way there as soon as you can. Rachel, can't you at least give me a tiny bit of information before I go? I don't want to talk to you any more than I have to. Rachel! Your outrageous shenanigans this time made me lose the last little bit of hope for you I didn't even know I still had. From here on out, me and you will have absolutely nothing to do with each other. Me and you are as good as strangers now. Rachel, please! Goodbye. With that, Kylie escaped faster than lightning. Where did she go, you ask? The only place she thought she still had a hope of finding shelter, her ex-boyfriend's place. Unfortunately for her, he had zero intention of patching things up with her and called my husband the moment he realized his psycho ex was causing a scene on his doorstep. My husband promptly made his way over in the car, bundled her into the back seat, and took her to his friend's fish factory, where Kylie would be starting her new life as a live-in worker. We found this out later on, but apparently the reason Kylie's ex broke up with her was because he found out she'd been selling his personal belongings online behind his back. She used what money she'd been able to put together with her illicit activities towards her moving fees, and that's when my part in this whole saga began. I promised Kylie I wouldn't go to the cops as long as she paid me back every cent of the total sum of my stuff she sold. The overall amount isn't actually that high, so I like to think she's capable of paying it back. It's also encouraging to know she currently spends every single day working like a dog under the watchful eye of my husband's buddy, the factory owner. Who knows? Maybe there's hope for Kylie to become an upstanding member of society yet. Roland? Are you there? The wedding's gonna be starting soon. Are you sure you're gonna have time to get changed and everything? You're cutting it a bit fine here. What on earth is going on? Is everything okay? Please respond to me, Roland. Anything is fine. Will you just let me know you're okay? Everyone's freaking out here because no one can get in touch with you, babe. Please let us know you're okay. We're worried about you.
All right, there we are. That's the divorce papers handed in. All done.
Huh? What the?
Yep, you heard me. Today's wedding is off. Canceled. Boom.
Roland? What the hell are you talking about? I couldn't get through to you for ages. I was so worried. Where the hell did this come from all of a sudden? What are you even saying? Why would you want a divorce? And how could you hand the papers in without my signature? We only applied for the engagement last week. What the hell are you doing? This makes zero sense.
Don't play dumb with me, bitch. It's your fault I'm divorcing you and you damn well know it.
Huh? Me? What the heck? Oh my God, Roland, don't talk to me like that.
You cheating bitch.
Stop it! I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't cheated on you, I swear.
Liar. You had a chance to prevent this, you know. I've been waiting quietly for you to own up and apologize for what you did, but nothing came, so you left me no choice. Quite the contrary. I mean, just look at all those messages you just sent me.
What? You mean the messages I sent because I was worried about you and didn't know where you were?
Worried? Drop the saint act, you filthy liar. No mention of the fact you cheated on me. No apology, and nothing but condescending commands for you to report my whereabouts to you? Who am I, your freaking son? Your slave? That was the final nail in the coffin for you, woman. You might have had a chance before, but you sure as heck don't now. This settles it. We are done.
How many times do I have to say it? I'm not cheating on you, and I never have.
I know. It was against the law to forge your signature on the divorce papers. but you're hardly in a position to criticize anyone. This divorce is all your fault after all, isn't it? You filthy, lying cheater.
I did not cheat on you, Roland. What will it take for you to believe me? Ugh. Just hurry up and come to the church, will you please? We're never gonna get anywhere flinging crap at each other like this over messages.
Like hell I'm going to the church, you crazy or something? We're divorced now, so we're obviously not gonna have a wedding ceremony. You need to take responsibility for what you did and deal with the consequences of your actions yourself. Now, I'm sure you'll come up with some way to get out of this without everyone hating you. You are an expert liar after all.
Quit calling me that, Roland. I'm not lying about anything. What the hell gives you the right to decide all of this on your own while you leave me hanging at the altar? Today was supposed to be our wedding day, damn it!
You think I'm just making baseless accusations here? I have proof, idiot.
Alright, fine. Well, show it to me then.
I don't need to prove anything to you. The truth is the truth. And ain't nothing gonna change that.
We're both banging our heads against brick walls trying to get our points across to each other here, Roland. How the hell are we ever gonna get anywhere unless you show me the proof?
What is this? Some pathetic attempt to earn yourself time to pull off your next sleazy stunt? You should know when to quit. Things are over between me and you. Oh, and mark my words, bitch. You will be paying me compensation.
Quit speaking to me like that already, Roland.
You better prepare yourself for the hellfire that's about to rain down upon you, you cheating whore! Hey, bitch. I want my compensation. And I want my money back for everything I contributed to the wedding fund. In total, you owe me $5,000. Pay up. I'm willing to be generous and give you a whole 2 weeks to come up with the money. I might hate you now, but there was a time when I loved you. And this is my last gesture of goodwill in memory of what once was. You should be grateful I'm such a gentleman. Whether you go into debt, whether you have to rob old ladies in the street, I don't give a crap. I just want my money. You hear me, bitch? My money!
Good evening, Kate, dear. Oh, good evening, Susie. I'm so sorry for the way my son's been behaving. It's fine, really. I kind of had a feeling you'd feel pretty rotten about it, too. And even though I'm only your daughter-in-law, you've always been really fair to me. I guess what I'm trying to say is that you don't have to apologize. Thank you, dear. Oh, your words mean a lot to me. And not just to me, but my husband, too. You see, we know you're not the kind of person to do that, and we don't believe the things our son is saying about you, not for 1 second. That said, and I hate to have to tell you this, but there are many in our family who don't know you as well as we do. And unfortunately, that means they believe what Roland's saying about you cheating on him. I'm sorry to have to ask you this, and I'm sure I already know the answer, but I have to hear you say it. You didn't cheat on my son, did you, dear? No way, of course I didn't. Can you think of any reason he might be so confused? Something that might have made him make such a huge misunderstanding? Maybe meeting up with a guy from work or someone in your family, oh, you know, that kind of thing? Well, if I had to say, all I can think of is my brother. Oh, you mean Ben, the tall gentleman I met yesterday? Well, if I remember, he just came back from a very long work transfer in Japan last week. Is that right? Yep, that's him. We went out for a meal the day after he came back to America, but I told Roland about it beforehand. I mean, it really is hard to believe that this is about Ben. Now that I think about it, he and Roland do know each other. Yes, dear, you're right. All right, got it. Leave this with me. I don't know where Roland is right now, but I am in touch with one of his friends. Let's see if I can't get some information on my son's whereabouts. Or more importantly, what on earth this is all about. Right. I'm sorry for the trouble, Susie, but I'm counting on you. Hello, Kate. I'm sorry I kept you waiting, dear. I managed to get some information about Roland from his friend. Wow, nice going. Thanks a bunch. What did you find out? Well, you see, about that. It would appear that my son has made a misunderstanding of such epic proportions that it makes me severely doubt his intelligence. And I say that as his mother. Okay. Now I'm curious, what happened? If it's not a problem for you, would you mind if we met and discussed it in person? I want to apologize to you, your parents, and your brother. I'm so sorry to ask you on such short notice, but I was hoping my husband and I could come over and see you this afternoon. Okay, sure thing. How about we meet up outside that family restaurant near Binglefloop Station? You know, the one we went to before? Let's say 3 p.m.? Oh, yes, I know the one. Yes, that works fine. We'll be there. Thank you, dear.
If you try coming up with some bullshit reason about why you can't, I'll take that as you failing to deliver on your promise. And I have no choice but to start adding interest the longer you take to pay me back. Hey, you think this is a freaking game, bitch? Well, I ain't playing around. Where's my $5,000 and why the hell haven't you paid me it yet? We divorced because you cheated on me. Which means you owe me compensation. You clearly have no intention of doing the decent thing by reflecting on your disgusting behavior and apologizing to me. So you left me no choice but to raise it to $6,000. If you don't pay me by the end of today, it goes up to $7,000. You hear me? $7,000. If you don't want to end up financially ruined, I suggest you start doing as you're told, bitch. Boom. Hurry up and give me my money. Hey, bitch. What the hell do you think you're playing at? I just got a $5,000 bill for compensation. I'm not the one who's paying. You are. You don't have some stupid, outdated idea that the woman automatically gets compensation during a divorce, right? You wouldn't be that much of a moron, would you?
God, would you shut up already?
Excuse me?
I take it the mailman had something for you today then? Did you read it properly?
Oh, believe me, I read it. It was full of stupid, nonsensical crap about how I need to pay you compensation, plus all of the wedding expenses?
Which part of it didn't you get? It's pretty simple, actually. Would you like me to spell it out to you like you're a child? Okay, you owe me money.
What did you just say?
I can repeat myself if you like. Anyway, haven't you realized I know everything yet? The fact the letter got delivered to that address in the first place should tell you the jig is up.
Huh?
I know where you've been hiding ever since you dumped me on our wedding day. Your lover's apartment.
Wait, what the hell? How do you know?
Because I looked into it, obviously.
How the hell?
All I can tell you is the people you thought were your allies are not your allies.
Huh? What do you mean?
Let me make this clear to you one last time. I never cheated on you. You're the one who cheated on me.
What the heck? No. But I have decisive proof that proves your infidelity beyond all doubt. Because I took the perfect photo at just the right moment. Huh?
By perfect photo, do you mean this? It was when we were sat waiting in the seats at the front for a table to open up because the restaurant was full, right?
How the heck do you have that? I took that photo.
Let's just say it found its way into my possession after my private investigator and her co-workers did some digging.
Whatever. What do I care how you get? At least this means you have no choice but to admit to the affair now.
No, that was my brother.
WTF?
I did tell you I was going out for a meal with him for the first time in years after he came home from his work transfer in Japan, didn't I?
Sure you did, but you were obviously lying to go out and see your lover. I saw right through you.
Why don't you take a closer look at the photo? His hair is a little different to the last time you saw him, but you can tell that's my brother, can't you? My brother and I have always looked pretty similar. I mean, look at our noses, for crying out loud. How was it not obvious to you when you took the photo?
Wait a sec. Holy crap, are you being freaking serious right now? Oh, man.
Do you finally understand? What a hasty, impetuous moron you are?
This cannot be happening.
I think given the circumstances, I'm being pretty generous with my compromises. I could press charges against you for forgoing my signature on the divorce papers if I wanted to. I could also do the procedures to invalidate the divorce if I wanted to. But obviously, I don't want to, because you cheated on me. So instead of sending you to jail, I'll simply bill you for more compensation.
I can't pay $5,000. What are you, crazy? You must be if you think I have that kind of money.
Sorry, Roland, but that just won't do. You're paying me, and that's final. Given your track record with what you did to me at the wedding, there's a good chance you'll try and worm your way out of paying if I let you do it in installments. So you'll be paying me the whole lot in one lump sum.
I can't freaking do that. It's impossible. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. It would appear your lover had no idea you were married. Is that right, Roland?
Well...
I hear her mom and dad are absolutely livid. I might be letting you off lightly, but I can't promise they won't take action against you.
No, wait, please. Don't do this. Fine, you win. Let's get married again.
Excuse me?
Let's just move past this without any unnecessary drama, shall we?
The reality of how screwed you are still hasn't sunk in, has it?
What?
My lawyer will be paying you a visit over the coming days.
Your lawyer? What the hell? Screw that. I just said we can get married again, damn it.
Cheating means divorce, right? Or at least, that's what you keep telling me when you dumped me on our wedding day.
Well, that's,
Oh, it just so happens that I agree with you. We're divorcing and that's final, so just accept it. And let's not let this drag on any longer than it has to, okay? All further communications will go through my lawyer.
No, Kate, please. My parents are disowning me, damn it. How am I supposed to get by now? Do you plan on leaving me on my own?
Yes.
What?
All right, Roland. Well, that's pretty much all I have to say to you. Goodbye. To my surprise, I received payment for the full amount for the compensation I billed him for a few days after our last messages. To make matters worse for the pea-brained villain of today's story, his pissed-off ex-lover, whom he tricked into having an affair with him by pretending to be single, also charged him for a whopping sum in compensation. Once again, she got the whole thing in one lump sum. How did he come up with the money on such short notice, you ask? Well, I heard he borrowed it from two sisters he was friends with as a kid, who grew up to be highly successful businesswomen. According to Susie, my old mother-in-law, He signed a written pledge to serve their every whim and desire as their eternal slave for the rest of his life in return for the loan. You might think that sounds weird, and you'd be right, it does. It turns out the sisters are known for being mentally unstable sexual deviants with a reputation for being dangerous. Well, I can't think of anyone better to take care of my ex-husband. Anyway, as for me, for a short time I did feel a little depressed about becoming a divorcee barely a week after getting engaged. But they say good things come to those who wait, and 6 months later, me and an old classmate hit it off at our school reunion. Then a year after that, we were engaged. Fate has a funny way of bringing people together, huh? We've known each other since we were kids, and even though I never saw him in that way when we were younger, it kinda just, I don't know. It seems right now. He's super funny, kind, and oh crap, I'm gonna be late to our date. Peace!